when I graduated in high school in 2005, I came from a technical school. I came from Don Bosco, Makati. I graduated with technical honors, so I'm very very technical. So I came into the university very very as a very technical person. So I know how to program, I know how to build applications, I know my way around databases and networking as a result of my high school education. Now, of course, college for me has been very, very transformative. So, being technical before, I only cared about how to code, how to be ahead about my technical education. I know my loops. I know everything about the programming. But I think how did my education transform me is that it transformed me in ways that I could not imagine myself seeing. So when I started college, when I started my university life at the UA&P, I had only one goal, and that is to land in a good job where I will build software. That's the career that I have imagined for myself. So I really enjoyed subjects in programming. So IT fundamentals, the different classes that were taught using Java. I really enjoyed those. So there were a lot of these subjects that I really enjoyed. I really excelled at creating something about in this subject. So yung mga projects namin when we create games, when we create different systems, that was really an enjoyable experience to me. But I think how my BSIT education transformed me is that it allowed me to expand my horizons. One of the things that I liked about my university education in the UA&P is there's also emphasis on my soft skills, on what else can you do in your career. So, for example, with the emphasis on soft skills, we always have the opportunity to do presentations, think about how we will be presenting it to business users. In technopreneurship, it allowed us to think about business models. How can we put together a business plan and use our technical skills to create something that's marketable? Parang for me nga, it's a foundation. It's a foundation that's essential, especially if you are someone who would like to create something in the future and sell it. So I think, in summary, how the program transformed me is that it transformed me to a more well-rounded well-being. So it transformed me into more well-rounded being. So meaning, there's technology. Some schools kasi will only focus on technology. Teaching you how to program, teaching you how to do SAP, teaching you how to do Cisco. That's where a lot of schools that I noticed focused on. But how UA&P and the BSIT approach it is that there's a balance. That even though I'm part of the science stream, there's still emphasis on the humanities. So parang it's not only being technical, but of course understanding the different reasons why your thinking is a good thing or a bad thing. We are exposed to a corporate environment in school. So maraming mga activities that allowed us to interact with outside. So when we are organizing big projects for the department, so yung mga sports fest, when we get sponsorship, we have to interact with people outside. So we get to develop our soft skills as a result of that. So going back, so the transformation that has done to me, again, it made me a more well-rounded individual, no? So how did that go for me? So actually, when I started university, I shared with you earlier that all I wanted to be is a software developer, a software designer. But it has actually opened up more opportunities to me. So with the soft skills, with the foundational soft skills that I gathered in university, so I landed the job at Microsoft, it's not really focused on programming, but it allowed me to explore things like technical sales, technical marketing, being someone who's customer facing, selling solutions, helping creating our customers more value. So that is where I am now, and I think a lot of it is because of how the university has changed how the university changed my perspective, or added to my perspective while I am in the program.